Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Force Strategy Gaming and the continuation of our Let's Play series. We are now on the Wizard, and all of you know the Wizard's, of course, a caster class, and quite a popular one as well. So there's really not much to say about it. We'll just go straight into it. Here we are, Diablo 3 Beta Let's Play Wizard. Complete playthrough, start to finish, commentary, getting started. Alright, so yes, the Wizard is our basic caster unit, and let's go ahead and actually just take a quick look at the resource itself and the spells that we are starting out with. Now, for the Wizard, we have got a few different types of classifications for the spells. We've got Rapid Cast, Offensive, and then Utility spells. The resource used is Arcane Power. Now, this works much like Mana does, except it's got a faster regeneration rate. As you can see right here, a fast regenerating resource used for the Wizard's offensive spells. Arcane Power is capped right now at 100, but there you go. Now, our starting spells, we begin with the Rapid Cast of Magic Missile. 15 Arcane Power, launches a energy missile that deals 4 to 5 arcane damage. And then the utility spell here is Frost Nova with a cooldown of 12 seconds, and an explosion of ice freezes nearby enemies for 4 seconds and causes 2 to 3 cold damage. So there you go, a little bit of crowd control there and a little bit of direct damage as well through the magic missile. So let's go ahead and get this playthrough started. Let's play Diablo 3 Beta, finally at the Wizard now. I've been looking forward to this since the start. And you know, I've thoroughly enjoyed all the classes, but the Wizard is something that I really have been looking forward to playing through. Much like the Monk, it's just one of those things where I didn't get enough really time to play around with it the last time I played around the beta, and I'm pretty excited to see all that he can do. Pretty excited indeed. So yeah, pretty basic stuff right now. I've got my direct damage there from the magic missile, and then of course the I'll go ahead and test that out real quick. Yep, there we go. So frozen. And actually the damage from that was enough to kill off those guys too. So a little bit of a cooldown. You can see that it's still going right now. What was the exact duration? 12 seconds. So that's actually quite lengthy in all honesty. Obviously not a spammable spell, but understandably so. I mean, that could be quite strong if you were able to consistently spam that non-stop. Alright, so I am going to have some stuff left over in my shared stash available from my last playthrough. I'll go ahead and toss that right on Mr. Wizard here, and we'll take a look at what exactly those items are. So we have got... Alright, the gloves here are the rare gloves. I pretty much transferred over the rare items here with 4 armor, 7 precision, increased base reward, increased experience base reward by +3, and then health globe increase, and then we have more life per second, 4% greater chance of magical items, +2 defense, +3 attack, and then regenerate 0.2 life per second, 2% greater chance of magic find, +6 vitality, and 1+ base experience rewarded extra per kill. And now here is the Magic Orb. This is pretty awesome. Adds 8% more damage to wizards, and then I also have a 3% more greater chance of magic find. And then the wand here on the other hand, 9% more damage to wizard, +1 attack. So some nice starting out abilities. And he looks like a goofball. My gosh. Oh my gosh, does he look silly. Let's please find you some better attire sometime soon. Oh man, you're making me look like a fool here, wizard. All right. What a goofy looking dude here. All right, let's go back here. Let's get Leia's journal. That's just funny.
Siege for 6 days now.
Certainly funny. Anything else in here? No, I think Leia's journal is everything that's in here. Let's pick up the quest. And is this not going to give? Yes, it does. Gives me the level. Love it, love it, love it. And what is it we're going to get? Ice armor. All right, we'll take a look at ice armor quickly here. So Frost Nova, Ice Armor, 25 Arcane Power, surrounds yourself in a barrier of ice that increases armor by 50%, 0 to 2 cold damage to melee attackers, and chills them for 2 seconds. Now I'll throw this on. I'll let you guys see it for a while. But the last 2 minutes you can see there, and it is actually spammable. Not that you would, but I just want to show you guys it in action, and then I'm gonna go back to actually the Nova because I'm going to try to avoid getting hit rather than relying on this ice armor to assist me when I do get hit. You know what I mean? I much prefer to kind of go the other route. But you can see, I'll take a couple hits here just so you can see it does damage and the chilling effect as well. And then I'll switch back. All right, so let's take a couple hits here. So you can see chilling up anyone who hits me. And they're also taking damage as a result. But yeah, I prefer to use this. But you can't say I didn't show it to you. Can't say that. Wizard's looking pretty solid thus far. Musty Cellar.
These little quill fiends can't be far from their nest.
Those little quill fiends. Nice and easy.
Spawn any more of those vermin.
Well, this guy sounds pretty high and mighty when he talks. Mr. Force Wiz. Alright. So let's go. Let's do this Let's Play, guys. It's crazy that I'm doing a full 5 of these, full playthroughs. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty nuts. I mean, I haven't seen that anywhere else. No, I'm not. Don't jump on me. Don't jump on my back there. I know there's plenty of people who have posted a ton of content, but on YouTube I have not seen 5 full Let's Plays from start to finish. I may have missed something though. Who knows? You know, it could be there. Maybe I just missed it. But yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome though. It is awesome. Hopefully you guys think it's awesome too. I pray that you do. All right, that was quick and painless. What's this though? Let me check the well. Cave under the well. All right, what do we have here? Anything? Last couple times that I've been here, kind of gotten screwed. I mean, there's literally been nothing worth my time in this place. So, Force, why are you back here? Well, because you never know, because Diablo is randomized and anything can happen. You can get, I'll say it again, I can find the best item in the game, the best item in the beta, just by searching this well. So you gotta do it. That's how they get you. That's how this game works. They make you cover every inch for fear of losing and missing out on something. So yet again, I get shafted, but next time I see the cave under the well, I'll be going there. Look at that, my gold pieces there awaiting me. Oh, thanks, Cellar.
Where's all the treasure? The fiends didn't take it, did they?
Scouting gloves? Actually, no, I did get nice gloves prior, didn't I? Shock Pulse, sweet. Take a look at that. All right, the gloves. No, mine are gonna be better, obviously. And let's take a look at Shock Pulse here. Might replace my, what am I doing? That's incorrect. All right, Frost Nova. Replace that with Shock Pulse, and Shock Pulse is 15. Arcane Power releases a pulse of 3 unpredictable charges that electricity deals 4 to 9 damage. Okay. So we'll take a look at that too. We shall. All right, so there you go. Shock Pulse. Pretty basic stuff. Randomized. It's a lot like the Plague of Toads for the Witch Doctor. It kind of functions the same way. You got 3 randomized damage dealing things, except this time instead of frogs, we've got electricity. But you know, it's the same thought process. Obviously, I expect them to scale differently, and I expect the rune effects for them to be different, and all that sorts of stuff. All that sort of stuff. Back to New Tristram. And talk to Captain Rumford. This whole thing is becoming quite habitual. They're starting to get the hang of how this is all working out. Definitely not worth replacing the one that I have now. The one that I have right now is much better. All right, Leia, let's go find your mom.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Ah.
What about your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristan
So
fell
maybe
to
you're new
the
to the Diablo franchise and you're wondering, you know, we've talked about the difficulties and we've talked about, you know, there's four difficulty modes: normal, nightmare, hell, and then now the added inferno, which is actually a step up from what we saw in prior games. This is supposed to be kind of one of the hardest challenges ever presented in the game. So it's pretty neat. Now, you have to realize that with each difficulty, you repeat acts 1 through 4. Last we knew there were 4. I don't imagine that they slipped in a 5th act. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen, but hey, who knows? Crazier things have happened. But anyways, the point is that, Adria's trying to talk over me.
as best I could.
The point is that with Diablo, the enjoyment comes out of the randomization of the dungeons. Even though you're playing those same 4 acts back to back to back, the fact that you have randomized dungeons, and I think that the PvP will add quite a bit of longevity to the game. I know there was PvP in D2, and we've seen it in the prior games, but having the structured PvP makes it, I think, you don't deal. I'm not saying that I don't think that, because I would actually like if the PKing was in the game. I don't think that would be a problem. I think that could be something that they incorporated, and it'd be okay. But they haven't, and they're not going to. That's just kind of where they're at right now. But what I'm trying to say is that with the structured PvP, it's nice to have a competitive environment like that, even though it's not fully competitive and there isn't going to be like a ladder system, and there isn't going to be there is an underlying ranking system, but it's nothing that's visual. So you'll never know, hey, I'm this rank, I'm that rank. Nothing like that happens. It's all underlying, and there may be a point system, is what Jay Wilson talked about during the press event. But yeah, anyways, the point is that I think the PvP in the arena system will add a lot of replayability on top of, because I suppose to an outsider looking in, it could be apparently pretty monotonous, playing the same 4 acts over and over for 4 difficulties. That sounds like it sucks, but take it from someone who played the first 2 games quite a bit. Look at that new spell, another level already. It's about the randomization adds a lot to it, so that it doesn't feel like it's the same thing over and over again. And on top of that, it's all about the item hunt. And again, the PvP I think is going to add a lot of replayability. But I did just want to touch on that. Now enough of that. Let's take a look at the next spell that I picked up. Wave of Force, 25 arcane power. Cooldown 15 seconds. Explodes a wave of pure energy that repels projectiles and knocks back nearby enemies. This also slows movement by 50%. And deals 9 to 10 physical damage to them. Okay. So let's take a look at that. I think that looks pretty solid. Wow. Okay. Yep, I like that. I do. Pretty hefty cooldown, but got some damage incorporated in that as well. That's nice. All right. Let's see that in action, though. Wizard. Let's go find a big group of baddies for us to take out. My magic missile, it's solid. I'm gonna cast magic missile. There's nothing to attack. I'm attacking the darkness. Does anyone remember that? Did anyone ever see that? Dungeons and Dragons spoof. Oh my god, I'm dating myself, aren't I? I never played Dungeons and Dragons, actually. That's nothing that I ever got into. And that's not to say that, I'm considering myself any less of a geek than people who do play, because I am fully aware of my geekiness. But the point is that I never really got into that. I was playing early MMOs and obviously Blizzard games. And I also played a lot of Magic the Gathering. I think that's where a big base of my kind of fantasy drive comes from. This is, this type of game interests me a lot. I like the fantasy realm. I like wizards and, demons and all that sort of stuff. So that's where a big heaping part of my interest is drawn from. My childhood games and the things that I enjoyed doing with my friends. And are we lagging? Chest isn't opening. Oh, no. Server disconnect. No, come on. This isn't really happening, is it? Oh, man. I think we might be losing the servers. Oh, come on. Midway through a playthrough, this is pretty much the worst thing that could happen for the servers to crash. Pretty much absolutely the worst possible thing that could happen. And I'm not seeing anything take place right now. What is going on? What is going on? All right, I'm going to give it 10 more seconds, and then if nothing happens. If nothing happens shortly, then we'll just try logging out and seeing if we can log back in. Yeah, we can't even log out. All right, guys, I'm going to have to cut this now. Whenever this gets back up, the servers are crapping out right now, then I'll continue the Let's Play. All right, see you soon. All right, welcome back. That was incredibly lame. The server was bugging out pretty bad, but I think it's okay now, so I'm going to continue up recording, and hopefully we don't run into any more issues, because that would be infuriating. would be upset. I just want to get this Let's Play available and up for you guys. For you guys to watch. That's what I want. I can't do that if the server's being crapped. So I decided when I came back to, I'm done with Wave of Force. I'm gonna stick to Electrocute. The cooldown just makes it right now not worthwhile. I'm gonna stick with the extra damage at the moment. At this point in time. Extra damage of this Electrocute, because it's actually pretty solid damage. Oh, I missed both of those, huh? People asking me about my spamming. I guess this is, you know, RTS background. I don't know. You know, honestly, I'm pretty sure I did the same type of constant clicking in D2 as well, as opposed to kind of click and dragging. I kind of am more used to and more comfortable with doing it the other way. So that's how I'll play. You know, that's what I'll do. Every now and then I do the dragging as well, but much more frequently I'm just kind of spamming click. But yes, I do know that you can just hold it down and maneuver around. I'm not unaware of that fact. All right, let's get some damage down to these guys here. I like how he's giving himself like, he's like going, yes! See this? Just pulling his elbow back. What are they, ready? Hey guys, I am awesome! So cool! Alright, that's enough. That's pretty cheesy, Force. I just think that's funny. That's a funny animation for the Electrocute. He's, you know, he's harnessing his power from within. Come on, guys. Think logically here. Use your brains, please. Love that. And perfect! Found it pretty quickly. I ran into some bad luck with the Witch Doctor, taking a little while to find my stuff. Got to Leoric's Passage pretty quick here. Skip this. I can grab those first two. Oh, yeah, I got that guy too. Good. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to reach him, actually. And yeah, just throw a couple of these down. And direct DPS to that guy. Should be enough. There we go. No weapons from you? Come on. What are you doing? Some special monsters supposed to drop stuff that's, you know, something worthwhile. All right, now I did see Trump do a speed run on his wizard. I think he did like 24 minutes with no hand-me-downs. It's pretty awesome. I might look to do something like that as well later in the future. I don't know if the exact same kind of thing. No reason to repeat content. All right, Spectral Blade. We can take a look at that. These items are junk. Oh wow, the chest I could have kept. All right, whatever. Whatever. All right, let's take a look. Shock Pulse. We have got Spectral Blade right now. 15 arcane power. Summons a Spectral Blade that strikes all enemies in your path 3 times, causing 35% weapon damage with each attack. So this is going to be, you know, if you want a melee wizard, this would be a decent spell to use. I'll play around with it. Obviously, it's not going to work well for me using kind of a dinky one-hander wand. I mean, you can see kind of shabby there for overall damage. But I could equip something that would make Spectral Blade worthwhile because, again, it is based off of the weapon damage. So, but I will use it for you guys just so you can see kind of what it does. Now, again, you can imagine. All right, if I had kind of a high damage, because it's 3 hits per, so even though it's only 35% weapon damage, that's multiplied by 3 because it's 3 individual hits. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But yeah, as you can see, not really the greatest with my kind of low. With my low weapon damage, you know, it doesn't really work out that well. Makes more sense to just stick to this. Just much more mass damage overall.
My love.
Oh no.
Forgive me.
You die again. Oh, so, she doesn't sound like she's doing so hot. Oh, that's disgusting. right,
Couldn't
awesome.
have done this without you found his
And there's a
tomb in the
Nephilim cube.
cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my
Now it's time to go search out
tell him to get back to
the
town.
crown, the King's Crown. Do any of you watch Game of Thrones? Because that show is amazing. And my good friend Dylan turned me on to the show not too long ago. He showed me, he's like, hey, check this out. It's really good. I think you'll like it. And I did. Watched a lot of it. I thought it was awesome. I haven't finished the first season yet, but I will be doing that at some point. I'll go ahead and go back and make sure that I give it a full, thorough viewing. But yeah, that's a pretty awesome show. So if you haven't heard of it or you haven't seen it, take a look, because if you like this kind of fantasy stuff, you know, medieval, but also a little dark fantasy, you would like Game of Thrones a lot. So, it'd be right up your alley. What am I talking about? And what is that guy bursting up through the undergrowth? Yeah, just warming up. 15 monster kill. Little XP bonus there as a result. Don't care about those gold pieces. Ooh, look at this! This is cool. Nice. I haven't run across anything like that before. Spam my lightning damage though. They get taken care of. That was awesome. It's the kind of stuff you expect from Diablo, just random crap.